So we almost reached to the end of a day, and let's have reflections, views. Exhausted.
Well, friends, just I mean, our today's wonderful learning experience, and now question is the application part. I think tomorrow we'll be launching this MOOCs. So, how really we have been discussing this kind of knowledge and maybe skills, how ultimately we are going to improve our situation. I mean, my point is that how our capacities at different level that will lead to, I mean, maybe from the point of view of efficiency, improvement, more clarity, more relevance. So, from that point of view, how our Indian agriculture can really be benefited with this kind of tools. So that is, I think, how we are going to implement it. So that would be the, I think, good kind of, I think, opportunity for us, and we look forward to all the experts. How more, I mean, relevant this kind of courses to Indian conditions. So that is, I think, we have to see, and that's why we are in the, I mean, from the pilot mode, we'll be talking about the water. Thematic area is water. So that we'll see how useful this kind of course. So ultimately, water productivity point of view, and then beneficial to increasing the production productivity of our agriculture on sustainability basis, on profitability basis. So ultimately, it contribute to the end results. So that's what we see from the output, outcome, and impact point of view. I think hopefully we'll make it with your support and this thing. All the stakeholders in our country will try on pilot basis. Will be selecting few states, and let us see how it works, and how this micro eco situation is going to change with this kind of experiences. So that's what we look forward, and with all your support, ultimately, I mean, we should make the example with this to develop our own capacities. So with these words, I thank ECRISAT, I thank Christine, Dr. Ramesh, and all organizers, and all of you for your patient learning and active participation. I understand a day long, very hectic this thing, but it was good input and very interesting. Wonderful presentations by both of you, good experiences from Michigan and also from Florida. And we look forward to take it again for the benefit of farming communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak at this workshop. As I said before, I visited this place so many times. Passion to this e-learning situations, especially working with ICSAT and then under Indian conditions. I think, like I said in my presentation, we cannot just take one model and then adapt right away to Indian conditions. So you really have to develop one, I think, here to adapt these conditions. There are a lot of tools available now. A lot of opportunities are there. And then one thing I think the open source, the MOOC will give us, all of us, to is to learn forever. You know, if in the hallway, I think Mahatma Gandhi's quote is there, learn as if you live forever. So that was MOOC will give you the opportunity to learn forever.
Well, I can't top Gandhi, but I want to thank you for your kind attention. This is my first trip to India, and I'm learning a lot from hearing your stories and what you're doing and what the challenges are, and I look forward to learning more. And I would just want to reflect on what Director General Dar shared on our opening day, which is just a couple of days ago. pointed out an opportunity for, ICRSAT being, who it is and who its people are and where its research focuses in the context of Hyderabad and the IT expertise here. I think the combination in this physical location is just astounding with its possibilities and its potential. And I thank you for inviting me to be part of the conversation. And I look forward to helping you take these ideas and go way beyond what we've done with them. And thank you for letting me be part of it.
Would you like to say something?
Oh, you are the session coordinator, Modisa. I just wanted to hear, and this is. We wanted to hear more.
So let's have something. One of the things which looking at books and going forward, I think Dr. Bharti, you have actually mentioned about the opportunity that India has on agriculture, and given the vast network of agriculture universities, and I think very unique about India is the geoclimatic conditions. Most of the conditions across the world we have it in one country, and I think the kind of research and having the Krishi Vigyan Kendras, KVKs across India, I think somewhere which probably this is something for Tulip and Dr. Sokote, how do we actually integrate the learnings, because there's so many learnings that are there from each of the KVKs, given the, so how do you tap into that system and how do you get a couple of learnings, just one or two learnings from each KVK itself is very massive. So it's something which probably, apart exciting that, one agriculture, this is coming up, and other part is challenges, so much of information, how do you actually boil it down so that it's not overwhelming? And so look forward to seeing how this, transpires and how it manifests now, and look forward to being participant also. Anybody?
You said it very rightly, but challenge is integration. We have all, as you said, research organizations, state agriculture universities, ICR Institute, CGIAR system. But at the grassroots level, who is going to integrate that? What lot of knowledge, lot of things are available, but the location specific integration, that I think, and who is going to do that? So that totally is lacking, and that's KVK is doing that job. That's what we expect at that micro situation, that integration of the knowledge for the district level are still going down the below. This is a tool. I think this kind of efforts of open learning or kind of online courses, that we should take it as a advisory or our own development of our own capacities, so that that location you can give better advisory. If our own capacities, people who are involved in agriculture development in that location, they should have those capacities, and that is
the other way around, sir. How do we actually get the information from ground up? Most of the thing, you have the research papers, everything coming up, but there is also practical knowledge that is actually being taken by the SMSs. So how do we actually get that knowledge upward? It's something which also needs to be.
no, that you are now upward. That means your feedback system has to be there. But at that grassroots level, that is expected. The KVK is meant for that. That is the basic concept of giving feedback to the research system. That is one part. That is there. That part is definitely, I agree with you, that then we should have the research accordingly, the feedback of grassroots level, even from the extension people. Whatever the problems, and that's why we have assessment of the technology through the KVKs. And based on that, we have to make the refinement if required, or then giving the feedback to the research organization. That already we have, our country has made those kind of system. JDRCs, all the zonal agriculture research and extension advisory meetings are there. with extension farmers and researchers. Those platforms are there. Already these are existing. My point is different. My point is that KVK people or Atma people, they should have those capacities to, harvest the opportunities of our location, location specific potentials. As I said in the morning also, like cashew apple juice or your jackfruit, all totally, neglected crops. But KVK people, they have made, protocols and now they are exporting. So take that advantage and whatever now Rabi sorghum, why we should eat wheat? We should go for bajra, we should go for sorghum, our own staple foods. That we have forgotten and we are going for wheat. Now even pearl millet, we have a lot of potential about in India with our own local crops. And now we are going for other, whether it is rice or whether it is a wheat or then soybean, but we are forgetting our own crops. So those potential, those things we should harvest more, and lot of potential is there for that. Rabi sorghum, lot of medicinal values are there in Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and it requires less water. That's why I'm telling the government of Maharashtra to wherever we have wheat, it should be converted with the Rabi sorghum. It requires less water. So those efforts has to be done by the KVKs. The location specific, that kind of feedback that I expect. The point is that this knowledge should be utilized for harvesting our own potential, location specific potential. Whatever resources you know very well what are potential in Visakhapatnam. So those potential, how we are going to harvest with this knowledge, with these tools. So these are the things and that we expect from all the concern. Take the advantage of this tool, take the advantage of this knowledge, ultimately, think globally and act locally. That's what we are telling. So that local aspect, take global knowledge for the benefit of local people. That should be our approach. Thank you.
Sir, this is Gurumurthy. We are actually one of our objective of the data centers and KVK is driving the rural youth towards the agriculture. So now actually now the youth are really educated. Now we are actually this is a wonderful knowledge for us. We use these informations like online teachings, particularly MOOCs and all. Like another thing is we have some agriculture polytechnic diploma holders. Many in districts. Maybe if you see in Vijayanagara district, we have around 200 members. So these kind of knowledges we can share with them, and we are planning for that so that the information will be sent to a larger number of people in a less time. So I think this. Thank you, Chris Gait and Dr. Ramesh sir, Kokte sir, for your valuable information given.
Valuable point. As you are telling, youth is our strength.
Yes.
And by 2050, India will have demographic advantage of more younger population. More than 50% will be our youth. So for that we have to do the planning. What kind of employment, what kind of things we are going to give them. So that's what you are very valid.
Particularly the information we should given to them, quality information.
That is fine. But we want now, really, kind of enterprising or kind of entrepreneurship development, those example and logistics arrangement at the village level. So those things are happening in some of the areas, but that need to be upskilled, outskilled. Those efforts are lacking. So that's what every state government we have been telling, like now seed production, like now apiculture, mushroom production, organic this thing, many, a lot of examples are there. Youth are joining hands and producing input requirement of that particular locality, at that particular village. There are efforts again to minimum import and rather maximum export from that locality. So whatever requirement in village planning, crop planning, and whatever inputs required, they can produce themselves. So that youth has to play that role. And seed production is a major this thing. Proper seed production in every, seed bank again concept. Seed bank is lacking in that is drought condition or a flood situation, that seed bank fodder production, fodder again, fodder bank. So a lot of opportunities are there in agriculture. Question is how we are going to implement those kind of things.
So to mention for a model, again, that you can adapt, learn from if it's appropriate. In the United States, USAID is using challenges. If you look at the Global Development Challenges website on USAID, you'll see how they're trying to harness the energy, the ideas, the creativity, and the entrepreneurship of youth in the United States and beyond. They're aiming at students, undergraduate students, and they're really trying to get them excited about development challenges. And one way that they're doing that, and we've been exploring with different people, is using these techniques to engage youth in solving those problems in a way that's more informed. They're not reinventing the wheel over and over, and they're not creating the same solar oven, 50 times. They learn, and there's iterations. So we're looking at experimenting through our Higher Education Solutions Network group, our Global Center for Food Systems Innovation. We're looking at how we design our next call for proposal so that we can build in a learning system to the solving of those challenges. So then in addition to just saying, here's my solution, did I win, like doing a pitch for an entrepreneurship prize, they actually have to prepare some sort of knowledge asset that tells the story, a briefing, a little report, a case study, that can then be a knowledge asset that can be used in the next iteration of people to go to solve that challenge, so that we can build up and keep improving as opposed to always reinventing the wheel. So that's just an idea that may be useful in some contexts. So that entrepreneurship support in the agri-food sector is a big priority of what we do at Michigan State, and it's a big part of the urban agriculture piece too that we're part of with the Global University. So looking for new ways to engage youth in informed ways using technology is a big focus. So maybe there's things we can share there as well.
So, okay, Dilip, now, they are nice. So, I think, before we continue.
Yeah, thank you so much, Modi Saab. And thank you, Dr. Kokate, Dr. Christine, and Ramesh. Ramesh almost like a partner in all these initiatives and activities. In fact, he always takes a lot of pain and a lot of time rather than me. And thank you, Ramesh, for being so supportive all the time. I hope like with this one, we have seen different kind of possible technology applications and innovative approaches to share different ways to bring this research knowledge from labs, KVKs, from universities to the target audience. Those may be students, extension agents, or whoever the agricultural professionals interested to get this knowledge and use this one for various purposes to improve their productivity and profitability, otherwise to enhance their business opportunities, otherwise see various ways like whatever the needs they have, how they are satisfying their data, information, and educational needs. We have seen that one. And also the several experiences we have heard, not only from India, as well as from other parts of the world also. At the same time, you have provided the challenges, what you have seen, or what you have been seeing on ground, and how we can take those challenges and transform them into opportunities by exploiting or exploring or utilizing these wonderful contemporary information and communication technology opportunities, and also see the ways to further strengthen our existing approaches. But one thing we must understand, and we should not forget, we never ever use the technologies for the sake of using the technologies. All these are vehicles to see the ways to strengthen the existing systems, or see the ways to further strengthen the processes that may be institutional processes or the requirements. That's one lesson we need to understand that one. And thank you again for providing all the wonderful feedback and also opportunities. And we look forward to having you partners on this particular new initiative, what we have taken up together. And we all wanted to travel with you. And we are seeing, though you are the primary contact points, you should emerge like the new professionals or the task force by bringing your own network, by bringing your partners, and also your team members, and join with us and contribute to this mission. Thank you.
So today being a third day, it was a big day. The capacity development program and lot of things on capacity development, e-learning, tapping resources and all that was covered. So we are grateful for resource person Dr. Kokate, Ramesh Reddy and Suman who has taken session earlier or the morning session Dr. VP Sharma. So we are ending the date and tomorrow we'll assemble here at 8:45. So we'll have a final wrap up, certificate distribution and all the remaining activity. So request is please be in this room by 8:45 tomorrow. Thank you once again to all the participants. Thank you.